Anne Moss. Famous for her Utor affix, which stands for Everything Will Turn Out Right, Anne and husband David have made up numerous show champions in Cocker and Field Spaniels. Anne awards CCs in 12 Gundog breeds and has judged and shown at Windsor over the last 30 years. But she's delighted to have the honour of judging her second Gundog group here at Windsor 2012. So, ladies and gentlemen, a warm Windsor welcome once again for Anne Moss. Before we start the group proper, we have the import register, the Lagotto Romagnolo, 3935. Well done to the Lagotto. So the first of our breeds tonight is the Bracco Italiano, the English setter, the German short-haired pointer, the German wire-haired pointer, the Gordon setter, the Hungarian Vizsla, the Hungarian wire-haired Vizsla, the Irish red and white setter, the Irish setter, the Italian Spinoni, the Koikahunji, the large Munsterlander, the Pointer, the Chesapeake Bay Retriever, the Curly-Coated Retriever, the Flat-Coated Retriever, the Golden Retriever, the Labrador Retriever, and the Nova Scotia Duck Tolling Retriever, the American Cocker Spaniel, the Clumber Spaniel, the English Springer Spaniel, and the Field Spaniel, the Irish Water Spaniel, and the Sussex Spaniel, the Welsh Springer Spaniel, the Spanish Water Dog, the Weimaraner, and the German long-haired pointer. So as the dogs move round into position, there are 29 of the 31 Gundog breeds judged here today that are present in the group for Anne to judge. So as the dogs move round into position, Anne's going to take her first look at the group in its entirety. And in the Gundog group, we have various subgroups of breeds, such as the HPRs, the retrievers themselves, pointers, setters, and the spaniels.
Thank you.
And within each of these subgroups, there's a variety of breeds, a real mix of shapes and sizes. And with that comes a variety of working requirements and skills. Indeed, working in the field is as vital a part of the history and the makeup of these fit-for-function, fit-for-life Gundogs. There's also quite a continental mix to the origins of the Gundog group breeds, stretching across much of Europe and onto the Americas. For instance, 3 of the retrievers, the Labrador, the Nova Scotia Duck Toller, and the Chesapeake Bay. There are breeds in this group which require particular monitoring, but we're pleased to have the Clumber Spaniel here today. An interesting fact, last year at Windsor, there were 1,850 Gundogs entered. And unbelievably, at Windsor 2012, there are 1,850 Gundogs entered too. I can't imagine that ever happening again, to get the identical number of entries. So, the first of the dogs for Anne to examine more closely is the Bracco Italiano. Braccos were judged today by Carol Selwood. Carol had an entry of 21 and selected the dog 2074 as her best of breed winner. As the name suggests, the Bracco originates from Italy, and there are suggestions that its history can be traced way back to the 5th century BC, an ancient breed of dog indeed. The Bracco is believed to have been the result of breeding the Segugio Italiano, which was a coursing hound, and the Asiatic Mastiff. Sometimes referred to as the Italian Pointer, the Bracco is a breed that loves to hunt. Ladies and gentlemen, the Bracco Italiano 2074. With the Brittany apologising for its absence, we have the English setter. Judged by John Barber, John had an entry of 89, and he selected the dog 2183. Originally bred to point or to set upland game birds, we can trace English setters back over 400 years. There's evidence to suggest that in the mid-19th century, the breed was a mixture of the Spanish Pointer, the large Water Spaniel, and the Springer Spaniel, which combined to produce an excellent bird dog with a high degree of proficiency in finding and pointing game in open country. Ladies and gentlemen, the English setter 2183. Brenda Smith was the judge of our German short-hair pointers today, and Brenda's entry was 50. She selected the bitch 2245. Since the end of the Second World War, there has been an influx of breeds from the continent, and none has been so successful into the world of field and show competition than the German short-haired pointer. The GSP, as it is known, was the first HPR breed to arrive and specialised in hunting, pointing and retrieving. The GSP has won that coveted award in the Gundog world, the Dual Championship, on several occasions. 2245, the GSP. German wirehaired pointers were judged by Doreen Smiley. Doreen had an entry of 15 and selected the dog 2267 as her best of breed winner. Slightly taller than the GSP that we've just seen, and giving the impression of being larger and heavier, the GWP, as the German wirehaired pointers are known, were more recently introduced into the UK than its shorter coated cousin, but are still what we term a medium-sized hunting dog. Double 267, the German wire-haired pointer. David Howarth was the judge today of Gordon setters, and David had an entry of 83. He selected 2346, the bitch, as his best of breed winner. The Kennel Club applied the name Gordon Setter to this lovely breed in 1924, hailing from Scotland and the estates of the Dukes of Gordon. being known before that time as the Black and Tan setter. Two, 3, 4, 6, the Gordon setter. Originally bred to hunt game birds, their quarry may include partridge, grouse, pheasant, amongst many others, and very good at this job they are too. Jeff Hargreaves was the judge of Hungarian Wieslas. There were 63 here today, and Jeff selected the dog, 2393, as his best of breed winner. It's said that the ancestors of the modern Vizsla are descended from the hunting dogs of the Magyar tribes in Hungary as far back as the 10th century. And it's from the central plains of Hungary, therefore, that the Vizsla comes, although there is a school of thought that it may well have arrived in Hungary with invaders from further east. 2393, the Hungarian Vizsla. Richard Stafford was the judge of the Hungarian wire-haired Vizslas. Richard's entry was 45. He selected the bitch 2423 as his best of breed winner. Numerically less common than the previous breed that we've just seen, the Hungarian wire-haired Vizsla was developed in the 1930s by Vasas Joseph and Gresnarik Laszlo, mixing the Vizsla and the German wire-haired pointers to produce a dog with a heavier coat than the Vizsla, a more substantial frame and therefore better suited for working in cold conditions and retrieving from icy water. 2423, the Hungarian wire-haired Vizsla. Nigel Worth travelled all the way from Wales to judge the Irish red and white setters today. Nigel had an entry of 25 and selected the dog 2479 to represent the breed in the group tonight. The Irish red and white setter is a pointing breed which is originated in the 17th century in Ireland, where they were closely associated with the Rossmore family. And despite declining in popularity over the years, it was the work of a Northern Irish clergyman, Noble Houston, in the early 20th century, who ensured the resurrection and the interest of this indeed noble breed.
The little scroller once and then hit again. Yeah? Yeah, the one that's Irish. Hit it when the dog's standing, yeah. Get it when the next...
Ladies and gentlemen, the Irish red and white setter, number 2479.
Okay. Thank you.
The Irish red and white setter. Moira Launchbury was the judge of the Irish setters today, and Moira's entry of 138 produced this dog, 2517, to represent the breed in tonight's Gundog group. In Irish, called the Sotarua, literally translating to red setter, The breed increased dramatically in popularity in the 19th century when a breed club was formed in Dublin in the 1880s. And don't be fooled by his racy and glamorous outline. This breed needs to be really powerful in his rear quarters and will work to the highest level in the field. 2-5-1-7, the Irish setter. Linda Main had a very good entry of Italian Spinoni. There were 85 for Linda to judge today, and she selected the bitch, 2-6-6-8, as her best of breed winner. Although only gaining championship show status in 1994 and a relatively recent introduction to the UK, this HPR breed has grown dramatically in popularity by those who want a hardy field-working Gundog or a faithful and patient companion in the house. Developed in the Piedmont region of Italy, it's believed that there's a lot of native Italian hound blood mixed with the French Griffon beads, amongst others, that provide the makeup of the modern Italian Spinoni. Two 6-6-8, the Italian Spinoni, best of breed winning bitch. So from Italy we move to Holland. Koikahunji were judged by Robert Greaves. Robert's entry of 23. He selected the dog 2-7-2-2. 2-7-2-2 as his best of breed winner. In the 17th and 18th century, it's believed that the Koikahunji is depicted in many of the paintings by the old master Rembrandt. Cheerful, good-natured, friendly, quiet, well-behaved, intelligent and alert. Terms to describe the Koikahunji. 2-7-2-2, the Koikahunji best of breed. Colin Woodward judged the Munsterlanders today. There was an entry of 42 and Colin chose the dog 2-7-5-0. As its name suggests, the breed hails from the region of Munster in Germany. It's believed that the Munsterlander can be traced back to the Middle Ages in paintings and drawings, but only gained recognition as a separate breed in the early years of the 20th century in Germany and here in the UK in 1919. Athletic, intelligent, noble and elegant describe the breed well. 2-7-5-0, the large Munsterlander. Doreen Smiley was also the judge of pointers today. Doreen had an entry of 90 and selected 2-8-3-8. 2-8-3-8 as her best of breed selection. Although it has been reported that the pointer originated in Spain, the breed has undoubtedly become a truly English breed over the last 200 or 300 years. During the last few centuries, shooting men have employed the pointer in the role of indicating the presence and position of sitting game. 2838, the best of breed winning pointer bitch. Now to the first of the retrievers, the Chesapeake Bay Retriever. Judged by Gordon Harron. Gordon selected 2872 the dog to send through to the Gundog group here this afternoon. Chesapeake Bay Retrievers trace their history to two pups who were rescued from a foundering ship in Maryland in the early 19th century. Historically used to retrieve waterfowl, their love of water and hunting makes them the hunter's choice of companion. To 872, the Chesapeake Bay Retriever. Curly-coated retrievers were judged by Jill May. Jill had an entry of 21 and selected the bitch, 2881. That's 2881, the best of breed winning curly coat. Originally bred in the UK for the hunting of upland game and waterfowl, the curly-coated retriever is the tallest of all the retriever breeds. Ladies and gentlemen, the curly-coated retriever. Roger Milbank judged the flat-coated retrievers today. There was an entry of 122 and it was the bitch, 2949, that he chose as his best of breed winner. In the field, the flat coat comes into its own, being a tireless worker, an excellent water dog and a natural swimmer mean that they are popular shoot companions. They're real extroverts, their tails wag incessantly and they're always eager to please and are full of bonhomie. (2949), the flat-coated retriever. There were two judges today for Golden Retrievers. Arnold Ryder judged the dogs and Marilyn Lade the bitches. There were 211 and it was the dog, 3131, that emerged successful. The numbers here today indicate the extraordinary popularity of this breed, not only in the UK but across the world. It was the first Lord Tweedmouth who is credited for the beginnings of the Golden as a definite breed. They took their present name in 1920 and have risen and risen in the popularity stakes ever since. 3131, the Golden Retriever. Christine Bayliss judged the Labradors today. She selected the dog, double 326, from an entry of 135. Like the Golden, the Lab, as they are known, is one of the best all-round dogs in the world. Not only used for retrieving game, he has also made his mark in the world of guide dogs, as a sniffer dog for drugs and arms detection too. It is popularly thought that the Labrador originated on the coast of Greenland, where fishermen were seen to use a dog of similar appearance to even retrieve fish. Double 326, the Labrador Retriever. David Hutchinson judged the Nova Scotia Duck Tolling Retrievers today, and he selected the dog, double 382, from an entry of 41. Tollers are named for their ability to entice or lure waterfowl within gunshot range, called tolling, and they are particularly suited for retrieving in cold water climates because of their water-repellent double coat. The Nova Scotia Duck Tolling Retriever, or as I've said, Toller for short, is a medium-sized gun dog bred primarily for hunting and is the smallest of the retrievers. Double 382, the Nova Scotia Duck Tolling Retriever. On the table now we see the first of the Spaniel subgroup, the American Cocker Spaniel. Frank Kane was the judge of the Americans today. From an entry of 72, Frank selected the bitch, 3418. The smallest of the Spaniels, hailing from the US of A, as its name suggests, it was developed there in the early part of the last century from the Cocker Spaniel, ostensibly to retrieve small game such as the woodcock. First introduced into the UK in the 1960s by Hilary Harmer, the breed has grown in popularity. As these sporting spaniels, although small, have huge personalities, love free-running exercise, and are proficient workers and adore human company. They are particularly good with children. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the American Cocker Spaniel, number 3418. Michael Trafford was the judge of the Clumber Spaniels. There was an entry of 30 and Michael selected the dog 3486 as his best of breed winner. Could we have all of the Gundog puppies, please, to ring 26? All unbeaten Gundog puppies to ring 26. Thank you. The Clumber's the heaviest of the Spaniel breeds, and the name Clumber is taken from the Duke of Newcastle's Clumber Park in Nottinghamshire. The breed was first shown in 1859, and it was at the Crufts Centenary Show in 1991 that indeed a Clumber Spaniel was the best in show winner. 3486, the Clumber Spaniel. It was Anne's husband David who judged the English Springers today. David had a very good entry of 39. He selected the dog 3646 as his best of breed winner. The English Springer Spaniel originated as a cocking spaniel and derived his name from use. The name Springer is derived from the use of this type of spaniel to startle the bird into the air so that they spring upwards. Known in the 19th century as a Norfolk Spaniel, he took his present name in the year 1900, and official breed status followed 2 years later in 1902. Ladies and gentlemen, the English Springer Spaniel 3646.
Adrian.
Alistair Moss was the judge of field spaniels, and from an entry of 19 it was the bitch 3694 that Alistair chose as his breed representative. Taller than the cocker and smaller than the English Springer, the field spaniel is a medium-sized gun dog, again very proficient in the field and working with the gun. It's said that the field is a product of crossing the one-time Sussex Springer and the Cocker Spaniel in the late 19th century. He makes a very good companion for the country dweller and settles well into family life. (3694), the Field Spaniel. There were 22 Irish Water Spaniels for Martin Ford to judge, and he selected this dog, 3704, as his best of breed winner. Although an ancient breed, the modern Irish Water Spaniel as we know it was developed obviously in Ireland around about 1830. The largest of the Spaniel subgroup, their dense and curly coat, is an immediately recognisable feature, as is their immediately distinguishable smooth tail. A sturdily built dog with great endurance and powerful swimmer makes him a really useful tool in the field. (3704), the Irish Water Spaniel. Sussex Spaniel were also judged by Colin Woodward today. There were 23 Sussex Spaniels, and Colin chose the dog 3738 as his best of breed winner. After the Second World War, there were only 10 Sussex registered with the Kennel Club, but steadily the breed has developed on. A heavily built dog with a rich golden liver coat, which is abundant and flat. The Sussex Spaniel is truly an old breed of great substance. Ladies and gentlemen, the Sussex Spaniel 3738. This is a final call for all of the best puppies in the Gundog group, please, to make their way to the collecting ring. Welsh Springers today were judged by Tom Graham. Tom had an entry of 89. He selected the dog 3822 as his best of breed winner. Like its subgroup cousin, the English Springer, The Welshie, as they are known, was also recognised by the Kennel Club in 1902, but they're slightly smaller and lighter in build and have a finer head. The rich dark red coat on a sparkling white background are trademark features of this lovely breed. Just before we see him move, ladies and gentlemen, the Best in Show winner this year at Windsor, sponsored by Eurotunnel, will win a 5-day return trip, including car and dogs. The Welsh Springer Best of Breed 3822. Terry Durrant was the Spanish water dog judge. Terry had a good entry of 34. She selected the dog 3847 as her Best of Breed winner. Known in its native Spain as El Perro de Agua Español, the Spanish water dog was developed by shepherds as a multi-purpose herder, also used as a gun dog as well as an assistant to fishermen, as they are proficient swimmers. A relative newcomer to the UK, it has been said that the Spanish water dog can be traced back almost 1,000 years on the Iberian Peninsula. (3847), the Spanish water dog. Now we travel from Spain to Germany. It's the Weimaraner. Marion Waddell was a judge of the Weimaraners. From an entry of 50, she selected the dog 3919. This elegant and striking grey Gundog takes his name from the port of Weimar in Germany, where it was immensely popular, and there is actually a Van Dyck painting of a dog of the Weimaraner type dating as far back as the early 1600s. As good in water as they are on land, the Weimaraner is a true all-round working gun dog. (3919), the Weimaraner Best of Breed. Winning through from the any variety not separately classified class was the German long-haired pointer judged by Frank Kane. 3922, the dog. First shown in Frankfurt in 1878, as the name of the breed suggests, the origin of the country is of course Germany. Initially developed as a pointing field worker, the German long-haired pointer was crossed with setters and the English pointer to increase his speed, and the breed are known for their steady and very friendly temperament. Ladies and gentlemen, the German long-haired pointer. This is a final call for all of the Gundog puppies to the collecting ring, the last of the Gundog best puppies to ring 26 now. So that concludes the judging, the individual examination of the 29 of the 31 Gundogs breeds here today. We're missing the Brittany, who apologised, and the Cocker Spaniel, who was beaten in a stakes class. So Anne's going to have one last look at all of them together, and then I'm sure she's going to make a short list and we'll move them again. So while Anne walks back, very soon we're going to know the first of the shortlisted dogs. And it's the English setter, the German Wirehead Pointer, the Hungarian Vizsla, the large Munsterlander, the Pointer, the Nova Scotia Duck-Tolling Retriever, the English Springer Spaniel, the Irish Water Spaniel, the Welsh Springer Spaniel, and the Weimaraner. Thank you very much to the rest. Please give them a well-deserved round of applause as they leave the ring. And for those shortlisted dogs, could you please move around the ring when the others have left to line up at the far end. So the English setter, the German Wirehead Pointer, the Hungarian Vizsla, the large Munsterlander, the Pointer, the Nova Scotia Duck-Tolling Retriever, the English Springer Spaniel. Whoops, careful there. Are you okay? The Irish Water Spaniel, well recovered. The Welsh Springer Spaniel and the Weimaraner. So here's your chance. Let's hear it for the English setter. 2183. Judged here by John Barber. 2183, the English setter dog. The German Wirehead Pointer, judged by Doreen Smiley. 2267. The German Wirehead Pointer. Jeff Hargreaves' selection, the Hungarian Vizsla. 2393. 2393, the Hungarian Vizsla dog. The large Munsterlander, sent through by Colin Woodward. The dog 2750, 2750, the large Munsterlander. Another one sent through by Doreen Smiley, the Pointer. The bitch 2838. The Nova Scotia Duck-Tolling Retriever, sent through by David Hutchinson. Another dog, 3382. The English Springer Spaniel, sent through by David Moss. 3646, the dog. 3646, the dog. Martin Ford's choice in Irish Water Spaniels. Another dog, 3704. The Irish Water Spaniel. The Welsh Springer Spaniel, 3822. Sent through by Tom Graham, the Welsh Springer. the Weimaraner. Marion Waddell selection. 3919, another dog, the Weimaraner. So we've seen the shortlisted dogs move one more time. If we can have the boards into the ring, please. Anne's going to have another look. And the winner of the Gundog group, Windsor 2012, is the Welsh Springer Spaniel. In second spot is the Weimaraner. In third, the English Springer Spaniel. And in fourth, the Pointer. Thank you very much to the other 6 shortlisted dogs. So now we have the third dog to make it through to the final lineup, the Welsh Springer Spaniel. Congratulations, and if I could ask Robin Sadler to present the trophies on behalf of the Windsor Committee. The winner of the Gundog Group, Windsor 2012, the Welsh Springer Spaniel. In second spot, the Weimaraner, the English Springer and the Pointer.